it's loading. Hello everybody, Miss Willow here. Now, if you are new to my channel, I am Amber, or Miss Willow, and I love making videos on sandbox games that I enjoy, such as Hytale now, and Minecraft, and I love dragons and fantasy mods and everything, so this entire journey with Hytale has been so exciting to me. And today, I see that the Hytale team has come out with a new blog post, The Future of World Generation. So I'm gonna read some of what they wrote here and see for myself what things look like and just kind of get an idea for this. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I am so excited to find out more about this world generation new incredible stuff. So I'm just gonna zoom in and look at some of these pictures. It looks like there's a bear laying down there and a log going across the river, and it looks like a lot of scripting is being done and showing it coming from the trees. All right, let's see that. World Generation Engineer. Ha! Joined by Amber, not me, different Amber, one of our designers. That is super cool. Version 1 was developed 2016 to 2020, was a prototype to understand the generation's needs. Produces playable results in, exploration mode, eventually ended up hitting barriers when they wanted to make more zones, it seems, and complex biomes. Version 2 has been in development since 2021, and addressing the barriers that they faced, enabling them to achieve their global designs. It will completely replace version 1 once they're ready. This is so exciting. Hytale will launch with exploration mode on version 1. Alright, yeah, because those contents are ready to go, they say. That makes sense. Why not produce the game for us the way that it is already been wired? Version 1 will eventually stop generating chunks, but old version 1 worlds will still be accessible. Alright, in the meantime, players will be able to see and experience V2 content under construction, which is basically the whole game is also under construction, so fair enough. I don't have any complaints there. This is very exciting. Once they're ready, they'll begin testing in pre-release build for the world of Orbis. So, there is a video here. Wow, okay, I love the mountains. Campfire sounds are so nice, and I see the terrain looks really, really special. That is so gorgeous. I guess some of the trees go down and some of them go up. The different pines. I'm noticing the different things than what they're trying to show, but okay, I like trees. Really like. Now, okay, they're showing owl is flying around. You can see logs drifting in the water. I just want to point that out. That looks really cool. That's stunning. The mountains kind of stick out in ways I really like that. This is oh, I want to live there! Snowier biomes, always my favorite. Orange trees here and there. Okay, erosion effect example. Wow. Oh my gosh, the mist and fog, by the way. That's really, really cool. Okay, flyover showing erosion effects and the transition between river and forest. I love the transitioning, looks really, really smooth. You can't tell like that you're changing biomes or anything. It's, to me at least, it looks so nice. Hytale's world was always intended to be curated and procedural. Designers have significant control over what appears in the world and how, even though it's procedural. This shaped many of the decisions they made in World Gen version 2, including giving designers even greater control than before. Oh, and how content appears in the world, that makes it amazing. Looks like we might be able to, if we're the designers per se. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Great example is the pattern scanning system, configuring a pattern that determines where props are placed in the world. Typically, we would search for a floor, empty block with a solid block below. We can also add additional checks to the pattern search to gather more context from the environment. These patterns are fully defined by the creator. Okay, that is awesome. Okay, so it looks like we'll be able to play around with this. Okay, but I'm very observant of, like, not what they're trying to show off. They're trying to show off the world gen, and I'm just like, oh, that leaf is pretty. Oh, look at the little red mushrooms, and what is that little, dusty little plant looking thing? I'm just very focused on those things. A tree with dark leaves and large roots only spawns above caves. Okay, the roots sink deeper into the cave. Interesting. Now I see that. Fun detail allows designers to create something we call heuristics. This refers to deeper patterns that enhance immersion. Players can learn that deep root caves, which contain special resources, are found under dark ash trees. Ash trees. I'm learning all about, I'm so excited about the trees. Somebody mentioned on a different channel I used to talk about Hytale years ago, and I believe they mentioned, I slightly remember this video talking about just the love of the different trees. That is a huge thing to me. I love nature. There are many, many examples of the patterns across the generator, allowing the designers to communicate with the player in the new immersive ways you may not expect. First of all, this is so gorgeous, and I don't even know what to think. Are those rose hips? I have to know. If they don't have rose hips, I really want to add rose hips mod, or to a mod. The pine cones are so cute. Oh, I love this. It's so nice. Oh, the water has a little shimmering effect. Oh, I'm in heaven. This is amazing. A log bridge spawns across a river. Oh, look at that. What is that? That has to be like a trumpet mushroom or something. And oh no, the boars are back. We all know from the Better Animals Plus mod in Minecraft, the boars are overpowered. I hope these guys are not so overpowered that there's no chance of surviving. Yellow mushroom. I was right, that is a mushroom. I didn't read that first. Cedar trees. So we've already heard about ash trees, cedar trees. There's a lot of things that they're slowly uncovering about the trees. Also, what is this? Is that large mushrooms? What is that big green disc? I'm seeing that, and the roots look really nice. So roots are hanging in here. Glowing mushrooms that only appear in sheltered area. Okay. Oh! Meadow of flowers spawns in a dip surrounded by small trees and boulders, not borders. Look at the little jackrabbits. Those are so cute. Oh, and I love the rock terrain and everything, the boulders. I always used to add those to my Minecraft world. I have to hand place them, but I love the idea of just boulders spawning in different sizes everywhere. I love building around terrain like that. Code mods. With V2's APIs, the World Gen programmers can implement mods that automatically work with the node editor and plug into other vanilla and modded features. It enables development of strong capabilities by implementing simple interconnected components. Players and creators can seamlessly integrate features from different mods in the base game. Okay, modders will be able to tweak, extend, and add functionality to customize existing world gen, such as Orbis, or create new ones. New world gens? Customize existing world gen. Orbis is a world gen, or create new ones. Okay, I'm thinking about imagine different dimensions. Not necessarily planets. I guess it could be planets. We'll have to see. I try not to speculate and get too excited too deeply because, again, I've never played the game. We have to see what it actually is like. focusing on our goals and overall direction. We'll go into more detail and technical details after launch. Creating content. Anyone can create content and modify WorldGen without knowing how to code. Yay! As V2 can be edited directly in our node editor. Creators can get started with just a few tutorials and some time to practice. Practice makes progress, not perfect. Yes, we believe we'll see creators discover new techniques and tricks that we didn't think of. Oh, they're further expanding what we can do with WorldGen. That's amazing. I love the fact that Hytale team is expecting that people may, like, go beyond the bounds of what was thought possible. Let's see this. Alright, here's, like, a node editor. Sorry, my, quality is pretty... 480p. Nope. Let's go up like that. Okay, node editor. Alright, we're seeing what they're doing with, I'm assuming it's gonna be the stones. Ooh, bird sounds. I'm already liking the plains here, and I noticed the trees are big and small. Oh! Oh, so he's adding a whole thing. So let's say that's like a cliffside or something. A huge cliffside. Impressive cliffside. Let's see. Yeah, it does say cliffs. Yeah. Okay. My hair's very frizzy today. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm gonna have to get used to this, like, linking attaching system is very interesting. So he's adding different levels and texture, I guess. See, that changed. Okay. I'm gonna look more deeper into this and close up later on. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Kind of cutting off the top. Making it not just perfectly flat. Shaving off the top again. I love the quartz-looking boulders. Like, very light stone like that looks really good in a world as contrast. Very light and very dark stones together. Alright. There's persistence and scale. Alright, we're seeing lots and lots of different options. I'm not very well versed in this stuff, so it's harder for me to make more comments on it. I know other people will be much better at that, so I just try not to say things I don't know much about. I don't like making assumptions. Alright. It's soil grass. Okay, he added some things there. Oh, and then grass on top of it. Has created a basic biome in Emerald Winds and is editing the terrain. Creators can control each biome's terrain shape independently and with high precision. In between biomes, the terrain shape transitions from one to the other, blending features seamlessly. Biomes can also customize their terrain as it approaches the edge to customize biome transitions further. Alright, let's see this one. I already saw a sneak peek of this one earlier, but I figure it would be best for me to react to most of it. Alright, he's changing. Okay. Natural rocky surface, yep. Creators can fully control which materials the terrain is made of by assembling material provider nodes. Material providers function as logic nodes, which with configurable rules and terrain context, such as block depth below ground, or the amount of empty space above ground. Let's see this. This is a very in-depth, this is the most in-depth blog post, I think. Oh, okay. So the grass isn't growing where there's no light or less light, I think. With props, oh, grass materials restricted to not spawn where there is less than 10 blocks of air above. With props, creators can generate localized content such as points of interest, vegetation, decorations with precise control of the placement rules, and distribution. Props are distributed on a custom procedural point grid, and at each point, a customizable set of rules determines the best placement. The content generated by props can be sourced from prefabs or more procedurally, depending on the creator's approach. That's interesting. Again, large trees and tiny trees, in between trees, I appreciate that. I'm liking what I'm seeing of the terrain so far, just so much. And I like that. I like that they're spawning, like, underneath, like, areas like that, too. I'm getting ahead of myself again. We've designed the assets that create the world to allow creators to add and edit terrain, props, biomes, and zones as easily as we do. That's very nice. I appreciate. Each biome's treated as a separate tile, like a jigsaw. Oh, okay, like a zone puzzle. Okay, additionally, every... Okay. They're giving us all the tools that they use to create whatever we want. I really like that. Additionally, every single biome that we use in Orbis will be shared with the community. You'll be able to use the node editor to view, modify, and have fun with all the content we made and mix it with your own creations. Experimental feature pack examples. These do not reflect the content that'll exist in Adventure. Okay. So this isn't necessarily real, but it can be made. Alright. Experimental. Nice. Oh. Sorry. What is this? I love it! That doesn't look like it was a, Tons is flowing through my head right now. Is that... It's not particularly blocky, like it was added in OBJ as just blocks. It looks like it is meant to actually be a moving creature from what I'm seeing. I'm loving that, and I don't know if that is in the game or as a mod, which is proving the fact that modding will be so extensive. I'm so excited about that. That whale is incredible. Oh my goodness, look at all those little island things. Oh my gosh. This is like Farlands, but not as creepy. Oh wait, there's a video. I have to see. Example terrain, yet more chaotic stacked terrain idea. I like that. Okay. Oh, it is moving! It is real! I'm so excited! Look at that! Okay, a complex of underwater caves features bracket coral and a shipwreck. Oh, there's whales! I don't know if we've seen whales like that. This is very, very intense and incredible, and I'm amazed. The whales look so cool. We're getting different kinds of corals. I like the coral. The shipwreck. Shipwrecks scare me so much. I remember long ago in school, we watched a documentary on the shipwreck, like discovering the shipwreck of the Titanic. That gave me so many fears. That is crazy. Look at those. Sorry, what? Pterodactyl. Love that. Look at this biome. Oh my goodness. I'm so impressed. I love the fluffiness of the trees. And again, I am just passing over everything terrain generation, and I apologize about that, but I'm seeing it, but I'm just... My brain's going dinosaur. And pretty tree. Very, very cool world gen. I could see, these kind of cliffs and arches just kind of as part of, like, the map that I'm trying to make for my mod, that, like, could appear in the ocean. Terrain pack that explores an arches terrain theme. I love that. Terrain pack that explores a floating island theme. That is so cute. I wonder if that's a mushroom or some kind of little creature. I'm so excited about the creatures. I love this. Purple stuff. A procedurally generated set of rings in an alien world. No. We're seeing this. Oh, okay. Keep in mind that we are in early access. Many systems are still under development. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I understand completely. Understandable. We should totally expect to take the developer's word on this game at face value, because I think a lot of people get that, but I also think that it's very easy to say, nah, they're being nice, it's going to be perfect, but we're being told it's not going to be perfect. This isn't early access. I'm trying personally to also, because it is just natural to be so excited, especially having all this pent-up Hytale excitement from the past many years, all of a sudden just exploding with the release and everything. It's a very hard thing to do, especially for me, yes, but I think it's very good to set realistic expectations. As part of our push to support creators with every step, we'll publish first-party tutorials, guides, and documentation to train the community alongside us. That is awesome. I look forward to that. Over the short term, we'll be focusing on performance improvements, upgrading existing features, making the asset structure more modular and flexible. In the long run, we're planning a ton of really cool features, like procedural rivers and paths, guiding players and connecting places, procedural architecture for generating dungeons, ruins, and buildings, organically growing fauna to increase diversity and coherence, waterfalls, and more. Community feedback will directly shape the future of Hytale's World Gen. And last but not least, our designers will be working to release a content-complete Orbis in the new generator. This means we'll be hard at work creating new prefabs, biomes, regions, and zones that new car smell for everyone to explore and enjoy. I'll catch you in the next World Gen blog. In the meantime, enjoy some snapshots of our work in progress biomes aimed at future adventure releases. Don't mind if I do. Take a good look at this. There's a duck up there that is very sweet. The World Gen is amazing. Skeletons. This is gonna be interesting. I'm used to Minecraft, a lot of people are, yes. But in Minecraft, not to make comparisons here, but I'm just saying as an idea that a lot of people are used to a certain sandbox way of mobs being. Skeletons would be burning in the sunlight. That one is not. I'm gonna have to get good. Plains-focused biomes and emerald winds. Oh, I love this. Oh, these biomes are my favorite. There's fish. Active fish in the rivers. I really like, and I want to bring back attention to the fallen, floating, like, raft-type wood that's just in the lakes and rivers and streams. It really has a good world-building sense. There's always something to look at, something natural that looks like it's happening, just like in the real world. There's trees. Love the different types of trees, different colors. What are those? I see more skeleton-looking guys. Something over here. Some kind of bird, I assume. Different flowers. Taiga-focused river biomes. Okay, here's a different shot of those little skeleton guys. I like that. Little golden things, probably mushrooms. I love the different color trees again, and the different blends and patchwork of the terrain. Looks very interesting. It's eye candy. It's very much eye candy. Whisperfrost Frontier. Again, trunk is generally generated procedurally using terrain and positions field. Sorry, my stomach's growling. I hope you can't hear that. Oh, this is like a devastated, interesting land. I don't know what to call it, but a devastated, interesting land is what I'm going with. And there's little houses everywhere, and they're facing in very different directions. It's like some variety of, some community is taking refuge very sporadically in this wasteland. Something bad happened to this tree, and there's a little home there. That's where I would be if I was in this situation, near the tree. I trust the trees. Is that a little alligator or something down there? I think there's an alligator down there. I'm noticing little details. I love looking at little details, but I love this. The atmosphere and the fog and the colors and everything are just very, very neat. Oh! Whisperfrost Frontier. Large standing stones. There's like monoliths. I love monoliths. On my map, I actually have, you can, sorry, I should just make a separate video about, I did make a video about the map that I'm making for the mod / possible server, hopefully, / map, adventure map. I have the Starland Heights, which is supposed to be like an alien area like this with monoliths. It just reminds me of that. Lush Oasis lies hidden in the Howling Sands. Beautiful! The deserts, usually I'm not a huge fan of deserts in general in anything. Games, real life, you know. There's so much variety in Hytale's deserts. And having even Oasis, that I actually am not bored by, like, the idea of desert. Also, couldn't hurt for me to actually visit a desert. But, usually I feel like my assumption is that there's not much to do, but this looks like there could house a ton of different possibilities. Different huts are there. Very interesting. I don't know if anybody grew up also playing Jumpstart, but that hut reminds me of when you reach the land of the punk punks, these little furry creatures that cause trouble and hop around. They live in, like, really interesting, adorable little round huts like that, and when I was a kid, I used to thought they were just giant baked potatoes that these guys lived in. Sorry if I'm bringing up references that you don't understand, but I'm hoping somebody does. Oh, look at this! There's more! There's more. There's red things. I see the red. I wonder what the red is. Crabs? I don't know. Camels? I like that. There's still trees. They're short and stubby and thick trees. Lots of different things going on in a biome that I wouldn't expect. I really appreciate that. Yellow tree spawning, only around rivers. Makes sense, because they'll want a water source. This is a new approach to the world gen and will redefine the block game genre. Artists and game designers can take full ownership of the world generation with complete control over the final result. This is a fundamental shift away from a world shaped almost solely by programmers. This is amazing. I love this. Hytale, thank you for thinking about us like this. Us just being able to, in theory, strive by a style of Hytale and implement what we like and create a game that just appeases so many different types of people and creatives. Please announce we're planning to expand the Hytale team with a new job role that for the most part has not existed in block-based games before, World Designer. Following the early access release, we plan to expand our team by hiring more than 15 world designers. These roles will be filled primarily from the community as artists and game designers learn and build using the same tools we use internally and choose to apply. I actually, a while back, applied and tried to work on this game with the team. I would really love to share my work and have an interest in this. Honestly, I've wanted to work for this company for many years. It's always been that dream in the back of my head that, like, if the opportunity arises, I would love to. I would love to talk about stuff. I would love to see what I can do. Oh my goodness. And congrats for anybody who does join their team and everyone who is part of their team. Congratulations, and you're doing an amazing job. And keep up the good work. Hytale's vision is to feel carefully handcrafted while remaining infinitely procedural. That's amazing. Infinitely. With design always serving gameplay first, we are intentionally expansive, just as we envisioned years ago. Beyond Orbis, we plan to explore alternate worlds, new dimensions, and entirely different spaces. These worlds give us room to introduce new blocks, items, prefabs, zones, regions, biomes, NPCs, quests, stories, and gameplay systems. Not every concept will ship, but together they represent the direction we're taking as we continue to expand the game. The echoes of Orbis and Orbis are just the beginning of an amazing journey. Hytale concept art of Alterverses, Orbis, the main world, Numdrassil, Nexus, Torbalin, Karpak. Sorry if I mispronounced any of those, but those look really stellar. Okay, well, I have so much to say that I cannot say it. This all looks so great. I am very excited, but we also should realize that it's going to be a long, big, intense work in progress. And we should just, I think, be very excited about what we're given and work with it and try to hold our expectations at a decent level. I know it's very easy. I was one of the people in the past. I was someone, rather, who was so excited about the game. Rightfully so. I had given myself lots of super high expectations, and before release, I'm also so stoked to create and just immediately get ideas out there, because I'm seeing this game as such a open canvas that I am just so excited about. But I'm also trying to calm myself down and realize that Hytale's not going anywhere, and I'm going to burn myself out. I don't know who needs to hear that if you're in a similar space, but slow and steady wins the race, I think. Everyone works a little differently, but that's what I'm trying to work on myself. By the way, I think there's coconuts in that palm tree, and I'm very excited about that. I want to make a bunch of different recipes. I want to try everything. I want to try making everything. This is so cool. Oh, man. Well, guys, before this video goes on forever and ever, this is what I can do today. Thank you so much for watching and supporting Hytale and the developers and this channel here. Please feel free to let me know what you thought in the comments. Voice your opinions, concerns, excitements, whatever you're feeling about the game. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. Anyways, I hope you guys continue to have a wonderful new year of 2026. Let it treat you well. Take the reins of this new year and make it the best year ever for you. There's always room to smile every day and be happy for something, if not many, many, many things. So we all have to have that little wonder and inspiration of the world around us. And if you're a creative, that is awesome, and you can make that such a great thing for this year. And with anything that you're involved in and enjoying, just enjoy the year. Make it happen. That's all I can say. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the 13th. If you want to join, I will hopefully be updating on a YouTube post when I will be live on the day of Hytale Early Access release. And if you want to, I know everybody has different creator that they want to go and watch and support, or if you want to play the game just by yourself. Everyone's got their own plan, but if you feel like it, I'll be here, and I'm planning to go live. So Feel free to say hi, stop by, cheer me on. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.